Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play SimCity with me, XPOX. So by now we've definitely developed a wonderful city in whatever we call this place, and we're having some problems. One of the problems right now is waste disposal. Is a big problem, actually. If you look, our recycling trucks are not handling the garbage buildup. So yeah, there's that. 210 recycling bins is probably, oh, I don't know. There's probably like 3 tons of metal in there for us. And so what I'm actually gonna do, I've been kind of mulling over what to do about it, because we have like a crap load of trucks coming from Sunnyvale. I'm actually going to break ground and try to get rid of some of this industrial demand. I'm hoping that we can do it in the Russo Flats. Won't be called the Russo Flats. It'll be called something else. But I'm hoping we can get some of the people to come work in the Russo Flats, mostly because it's connected by rail. And it's actually really close. Like, if you look, like, the corner is right here. So I'm actually going to be building the industry probably over here, in this sector, and we will have to build some residential because this is SimCity 5 and you can't build cities with no residential in them anymore. That's just a thing of the past. Should build a city like DC is built, just a big diamond. Then build everything on the cross bias. Can I? Oh, I totally can too. Sweet. Alright. So as you can see, one of the first things to show up is all of that industrial demand, which showed up pretty quick. So we're going to buy power, buy water, and sewage. And then we're going to move in factories. Now, I do think we're probably going to have to be bringing in some residences. I'm not sure about that, to be honest. Man, look at the high wealth commercial need too. That's kind of silly. That's a medium wealth as well, which is something we have to take a look at. But the first thing I want to do is I want to see if we can get workers into these buildings. And if we can get the industrial freight commuted out. It looks like we are getting freight orders, which I like to see. So we'll give it a little bit of a chance to become profitable. And actually, I'm just gonna build like this. I'm hoping that this works out. Yeah, no, we got everything in there handled. I have power and water. City founding approved. Oh, 'cause wants me to zone res. I see. We have pretty much infinite industrial demand, so I'm not too worried about that at the moment. What I really want to see is Uh, if workers will show up, and if the freight orders will get filled. It looks like they're, like, I don't know if this is the total amount we have, because we have 0 freight orders, and it might just be that that's the amount anyway. I have no idea what's going on. I might also be doing some mining in this city, so the main thing I wanted to check was I will build a city hall. Some of you guys complained last time that that might have been why we couldn't expand. So I'll build the city hall, and I'm gonna name this city to the Dirty Burger. I wish we could select a mayor name. I haven't been able to do that. All it says is like my mayor's name is mayor name. See, these buildings are happy. Like, they have smiley faces on them. I already did name it. Yeah, it's the Dirty Burger. But nobody's shown up to work yet. I am collecting tax revenue somehow. So I assume some of these plants are... Yeah, it's all saying needs workers. Which is fine. It's all good. We're just gonna keep building as if it didn't say that. Because we're having a problem. Well, the biggest problem right now is that population source, 80 visitors. People are commuting to work, but not a lot. And I was nervous that that might be the case, so I wanted to save enough money to have the railway station right away. But I don't think that that's going to be an option. We have almost no residential demand. That's kind of funny. So I think what I might have to do is just build some... holding shift. Might have to move in some Sims. These aren't going to be the happiest Sims in the world. In fact, most likely they're not going to be at all happy, but... we're not getting workers showing up for work. Part of me wants to cut industrial taxes here too. 119 commuters. So some people are commuting. The question is whether or not the freight will commute out, and it looks like it is. The first building we're going to build in this city that'll be sort of an expansion structure is going to end up being the trade depot. I can't remember how much the basic trade depot costs. I think it's like 10,000. Which does COTS operate? 75 bucks an hour. And I want it to be right next to the industrial. One of the things the trade depot does is it like immediately increases your industrial happiness. So some of these businesses are functioning, and then it'll also collect freight. It's collecting freight without employees somehow. So yeah, it looks like we are getting freight orders, which is good. That's something I want. And there is some commuter traffic, so it's just a little, maybe just a little slow, or just not functioning the way I'd like it to. This city's also got another purpose in that we really need somewhere closer to the slick pin. I wonder what'll happen if I do this. Who knows? I'll just do it and see if it'll grow. I doubt it will, but you never know. That provides, somewhere closer to the slick pin that provides garbage collection and recycling collection. And I'm pretty much thinking that, like, if I can use 2 cities, maybe it'll increase the collection. Maybe not. I'm also just trying to keep an eye on... See, this is the one thing I was a little nervous about. It's like, it seems like if you have Sims in the region, then your visitor count will like continue to decrease. So I'm trying to keep an eye on who's commuting in. And then the other thing I'm keeping an eye on is the freight orders and seeing what they're doing. I wish it would show you tourists out, but I don't think that that's a metric that SimCity is going to track particularly well. It says 18 freight commuting out, which makes me think that things aren't going as well as I would like them to. That being said, I'm still going to trudge forward because I think that there's a chance that over time things will get better. And I'm going to just build up our trade depot a little bit. I feel like the delivery trucks from the trade depot are connected to how much freight you can export, but I don't actually know. I was kind of hoping that this city would give me more information about that. We are commuting out twice as much as we were with one delivery truck, so maybe we'll give it a second and build another one. Just wait, because that might be the only way you can deliver freight across the region. I actually don't know. If it is, then the small freight yard is woefully underpowered. My guess is that these satisfied freight orders are actually coming from the trade depot itself. Although I feel like that's wrong, since if this is one crate, then yeah, well, you guys get it. Alright, so it looks like we're only commuting 27 out. I'm going to try building another delivery truck and see if that changes the amount that we're commuting out. Not particularly. Just went up to 36. 45. It's hard to know if it's responding to anything I'm doing or if it's just automatically exporting a percentage. Frustrating if that's the limitation. It feels like that's the limitation. You know, like the limitation they're putting on the game is that you can only export a percentage of your workers and a percentage of your freight and all that kind of stuff, which I really don't like. As you guys who have been following me for long enough will know, I like satellite cities. So we are getting more visitors. We're exporting 90, which does not help with the like 14,000 that we need. But maybe this is total and this is 90 per hour. That could be it. I have a hard time knowing. I would really like to watch this building and see. If I can find any loaded trucks going out. It doesn't look like loaded trucks are going out. It looks like all the freight trucks want to deliver here. Filling up pretty quick. And I don't see any delivery trucks leaving it. That's the thing that I'm finding really disheartening, is that I don't actually see the any trucks leaving filled. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Looks like just a bunch of... Turning to factory came from trade depot. Has simoleons going back to her city. Yeah, nothing but drop-offs. We should be able to see like large freight trucks leaving. I feel like that part of the game is a little bit squirrely myself, but do we see any loaded freight trucks leaving the city? There are some freight trucks leaving the city. Which is good. Now, has it changed at all since I've been watching it? Yeah, we're commuting out 117. So some of the freight is being delivered and dropped off, which is a good thing. Let's check on our industrial happiness. Biggest thing is we need places to ship our freight. Yeah, there's a lot of it. They all seem very profitable though. And lots of it's getting delivered. I wish the transport HQ under specialization, the transport HQ means we have to have 72,000 in global market resources per day. But like I don't see how I don't see how we're going to get that in a city that doesn't have mines. It kind of feels like mining is like the only way you're ever going to get to that amount, because you're never going to get there with recycling. Lots of coal in this region. Not so much ore. No oil either. Basically just, if I want to mine, that's what I gotta do. Industry seems quite happy though. Like overall, feels pretty good. And as long as the amount of visitors is increasing and the amount, okay, here we go. Yeah, we're finally catching up. Okay. So the city's working is the takeaway point, and we just need to expand it. And so what we're going to do is this city's going to end up looking like a diamond. 40, 40, great. And well, I hope that I hope the rail station, oops, will bring in commuters. It's not connected, I understand that. It's a matter of fundage. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to continue to exhaust these demands and hope that things just work out. I'm pleased that we are commuting out some freight and we are commuting in workers. Not enough, but well, sometimes you get the bar and sometimes the bar gets you. I've never really understood that saying, but maybe somebody can explain it to me. These guys probably will need a cross street eventually. I'll worry about that later. I probably need a bus station to have this actually do anything, but for now, we're going to continue to increase our industrial. I think eventually this city, with the from my understanding, is like the education level refers to the level of Sims in the region. So I think we're going to end up having to just build. Oh, workers. Yeah, well, these people are workers, right? Yes. That we're actually gonna have to build like a university in this city just to get the, what do you call them? Just to get the factories to increase in wealth rating, because I really don't want these to be low wealth factories for too long. Slick-pinned workers should be filling local jobs. It's actually working out better than I had guessed it was. If this gets, like, if we can get this even to 50%, I'll be super happy, because let me tell you. And I think probably the next step is going to be to just, like, this region's just going to have like 1 million trade depots in it, or this city's going to have 1 million trade depots. And actually, this city might be where we get the trade HQ and larger size trade depot. Maybe even be able to connect it to rail. Still not getting anybody coming in on the German high-speed station, which I have to say I'm a little sad about. If you want to build a city that looks like this, the real trick is to hold shift while you're building the roads. That'll give you that like uniform style diagonal like I've been building. I'm gonna build this city like DC. It's gonna have a diamond. Look, people are showing up. I think also we should probably save some money for the bus depot, because that will definitely help retain, or that'll definitely help bring workers. God, I wish we had cheetah speed. It'll also help people get onto the bus from the train station. We should be able to see the train station. The mayor needs to add more trains to the schedule. What? Wait. I don't actually think I can do that. Look at how close the train stations are to each other. Well, that city looks kind of like, from this perspective, it looks a little Minecrafty. Like how low res it is. The buildings look like, it's kind of funny. You can see our nice big hotel right there. I like this feature a lot. How we can see the dirty, or all of the different things from the different places. Now, hoping the pollution from this city doesn't totally stab me in the face. Have a feeling it's going to. I guess I've been sitting here bitching about how not being able to see the total amount of commuters, and I guess in this city it works because you can just look at the visitors. Still not fielding nearly enough jobs, but I think overall success. I think I'm going to continue to work on this city until we have a lot of closed factories though. I think the next step is going to be just to pool money to get a bus depot in and see if that can't help us fix some of the problems. I mean, we have closed factories, which I imagine, well, they're not abandoned just yet, anyway, yeah, I hope that's the case. So I hope you guys join me next time for Let's Play SimCity, when we continue to try to gobble up the massive amount of industrial demand we have in our region. And Hopefully it'll have positive effects on our city here. Mainly what I'm looking to do is make the city profitable enough to we can basically send all of the garbage trucks and the recycling trucks from here to Dartmouth. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you join me next time.